For 50,000 years ago, if I could choose its origin, since there's nothing to gain by assuming, I'ma say the definition.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Today, boy, what a matchup. Two NFL franchises with so much history, so much tradition, getting set to do battle here. As it'll be the Pittsburgh Steelers taking on the Chicago Bears. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Biggie Angels, what is up?
Throwing right away is Williams. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. You look at this Steeler defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And this is where we talk game inside the game. Top 5 passing offense versus top 5 passing defense. I wouldn't be surprised defensively if they change up coverages a bit more than usual to try and combat what they expect to see.
23 yards to pick up there.
That's a pretty throw right there. That ball's in the air a long time, but it's right on the money on the right sideline. A really good route. Moving the defenders towards the middle of the field before breaking to the sideline. What a completion there.
And the Steelers are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ballgame.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football, but at the same time you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined it.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because they had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
Now a give running right, it's Cook. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Back to throw here. Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's good for a first down, his second catch of the opening drive.
First down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Now back to throw. He'll get this to his running back, Dowdle. A great move, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. 3 yards is the gain that time, 2nd and goal.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of the play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Darnell Washington, his second touchdown on the season. And the Steelers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And he'll put it through to make it 7-0 Steelers.
Makes the score Steelers 7, Bears 0. Chris Boswell, the kickoff for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And a touchback here as Walker will sit on this one.
At their own
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Looking to throw is Williams. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. This defense for the Steelers, they were very good in the victory a week ago over Cincinnati.
Yeah, they gave up 17 points, but that's what you would consider a goal for each and every defense, because if you give up 17 points a game all year long, you're thinking you're going to be a playoff team because you expect your offense to score more than that. That's what you're looking for. Room to improve, of course, but I have to say a very solid performance.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Here comes the Bears punter now, as he's on to punt for the first. And how about this, a fake? Oh, this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line.
A feather in the cap for the defender, picking off one of the league's better quarterbacks so far this season, and add another feather in the cap for the coaches, too. Excellent game plan, and they had their guys aware of his ability to roll out and how to defend against it.
Half the 60, half the 60.
They run here, and now the ball's out. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, my friend, this has certainly been a comedy of errors here in the first quarter. Neither side able to really hang on to the ball.
Yeah, now I'm just curious to see which team can adjust, because both have made their mistakes, as you said.
Yeah, and whoever can do that can seize firm control of this game, something they haven't done with the ball so far.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10. 2 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there for Chicago. 64 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. The Bears at 7-3 now on the year, and they've been in a great groove. Winners of 7 of their last 10 now on the year.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
To throw, it's Williams. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop it, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taking them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
Get him.
Pacheco is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
When you're this close to the goal line, you've got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? They'll look to throw for it with Williams. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up fourth down here.
So on fourth down, Cairo Santos on now for the Bears field goal. Santos' kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the defense are able to force their first turnover of the game, and then they add on to that by getting the field goal.
And you don't just want to take the ball away from your opponent, partner. You want to make them hurt as well. And if you don't score yourself on defense, turn it over to your offense and have them put points on the board.
The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think Coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 3.
Come on. Set.
A running play. It's Dowdle. It's a pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13.
Now that's how you start to get back in the good graces of your head coach. Remember, he fumbled on the last possession. How about the faith they showed him, giving him the ball again, and he repaid them, picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. A short one there to Freiermuth. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and they'll be left with second and a couple.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Second and 2. That's caught. It's a rookie from Alabama. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 26. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs. They run here with Dowdle. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
A gain of 11 on the play. First down.
They toss it to Ward. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Tried to get the edge there. The defense just too quick to the ball.
That's what we call total team defense there. Can't get to the edge. No place to move it inside, and then allows everyone else to run to the ball and create a big-time tackle for no gain for the offense.
Quick throw into the hands of Pittman. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
They'll break the huddle and come up on the 9th play of this drive, needing 5 yards on third down. To the right side and complete to Washington. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Darnell Washington, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Steelers are able to add on to that lead. Uh-oh, flag comes out here. This is going to be roughing the kicker.
When you're going back there on the kick block, you've got to go to the right point. That didn't happen. Ran into the kicker. The penalty flag had to come out.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. To the air, Williams. He's got the Michigan man, Colston Loveland. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
First and 10 at the 45.
To throw, Williams. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's second down.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And yeah, I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Showed the nice footwork and then hit and dropped shy of the 45. 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
From the gun, here's Williams. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
It's a gain of 17 yards. And a Steeler first down.
They'll look to throw again. They'll find a man over the middle. It's Washington. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Cook, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Steelers will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point attempt to follow here. And it's 21-3.
Next to score, Steelers 21, Bears 3. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Shifts past him. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. Second down and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and
They'll fake the give. Now Williams. Now he'll tuck this and run. And he's just going to get rid of this thing to no one here. He throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw again. This one finds McConkey. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the Steelers' 49-yard line.
Throwing is Williams. Open man down the field. That's Burden. 4 seconds left, and there's the timeout. In field goal range and a chance to tack on 3 before intermission. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A final shot before break. Williams toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They look lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
Here's Williams. A final shot before break. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Colston Loveland as time expires in the first half. And the Bears are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Santos able to tank on the extra point. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line of the end zone, so this ball will come out to the 30 now. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well. And most importantly, partner,
and they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, but a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
Out of the gun now on third down. And this is going to be incomplete.
A good job in coverage there. They took away his top read on the play, so he went through his progressions and ended up settling on his running back, who scored on their last possession, but the coverage held. It goes incomplete.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this will remain an 11-point spread.
That was an ugly-looking kick, and the snap, largely to blame. These special teams operations are relying on everyone being on the same page, so even the slightest hiccup can lead to some missed kicks, and that's exactly what we saw here.
And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Volunteer!
They'll go play action here with Williams. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. Well, he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. First target, first catch, and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. On the throw, let him too much that time. It's incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To the air once more, Williams. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. They've been burned twice already on 4th down, but the 3rd time's the charm as they keep the drive moving. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the shotgun, a throw for Williams. Well, that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
Looking to throw is Williams. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Jaquan Brisker. And the Steelers are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Well, let's face it, Brandon, they're down here in the 2nd half. Want to try and make something happen, and if you're the guy with the ball in your hands, you're going to try even harder. Because I think all he was trying to do was to get outside the pocket and see if he can find a big play downfield.
They start the drive with Cook. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Well, they're hoping that the 2nd half is better for him than the 1st half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Let's go.
That's complete. Bernard. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll leave him with 3rd and a full yard to go.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run it. Here's Cook. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. They lost 2, and it brings up 4th. The Steelers send out their punter now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till. And a fake here. Direct snap to the up man. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool him. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and it'll be second down.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
To throw, it's Williams. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Steelers are going to have it here at their own 15.
1st and 10 at their own 15-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got him in, complete. Unable to corral him, he fights through. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. DK Metcalf with career touchdown number 60. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead is up to 18 now.
That's the score. Steelers 28, Bears 10. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And it'll end there as he goes out of bounds, but a heck of a return all the way inside the opposite 40.
We all know the teams never want to use the word panic, but if they expect to win this game, it has to start right here, right now. That return just set them up for points, and it needs to be a touchdown, not a field goal.
Williams looking to do it himself. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down.
Well, they certainly aren't letting up today, partner, because they've forced big turnovers already. And it's been incredibly tough for them to get yards against, let alone put points up on the board.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. There's a short one caught by Lovely. And he'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 19 down to the 19, and it's a 1st down.
Bears, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
Here's Pacheco headed right. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Now there's Jaquan Brisker getting to him behind the line. Great play by the safety. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. A first throw for the backup, Wilson. Looking right side, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Steelers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. A tone setter on defense. They pick off the first pass. I had to look down, but yeah, no interceptions last week, so they made up for lost time.
Boy, did they ever. And when you pick off the first pass of the game, you talk about a tone setter. Now the whole entire defense is thinking, okay, when do we get our next one? Can't wait to get back out on the field and get after it.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Now they can breathe a little easier, some room to operate as they've got it 1st and 10 now out past the 20. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. A play-action fake. They'll look to throw.
He'll get this one complete there to Pittman.
And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the 4th quarter, but the way that they passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? And
there he goes, left side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. James Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Steelers are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. The try here for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Bears 10.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a heck of a return as he goes out of bounds across the 50 inside the 45. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Green 80!
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. That's downfield. He's got Loveland. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears get a bit closer. Now the point after try for Santos. And that'll cut the lead down now to 18. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the 4th quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
Off the RPO, he completes it. Down the left sideline. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A great effort there. 39 yards. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Now the try here for the point after. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
17. Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. This has been frustrating for them to this point. They have not looked the same as they did coming in, riding that impressive 6-game win streak. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
To throw, Williams. And he rifles one incomplete. I think this is what this game's become now. And just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
Working out of the gun, Williams. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Coasted Loveland, 66 yards. And the Bears are able to cut into that deficit. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And this one definitely not in the landing zone. In fact, it's over the back line. So this is going to come out to the 35. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
They'll try and wind down some clock with Cook. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43. 91 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. On the run, it's Dowdle. Oh, that one well-designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. This defense, Charles, they have unraveled here in the fourth.
In a sense, it's like they're being pressed, like in a basketball game, and they just can't get the ball over half court. I mean, no matter what they do, they can't get off the field. They can't slow them down. They're just going up and down the field against them. Yeah, unraveling would be a perfect word for them.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off. They run again with Dowdle. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down. Back to throw. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get it back here just shy of the 20. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Trying to lay one up deep. And this will be caught at the 30. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. To the air, Williams. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Williams. Over the middle and caught by McConkey. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 12-yard line.
It's a gain of 18. That's good for the Bears.
To throw once more, here's Williams. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Colston Loveland, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bears have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Santos now to add the PAT. And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now.
Makes the score Steelers 42, Bears 31.
2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. And, he takes a shot at the end of that play. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
That one looks like he'll throw here. A short one there to Freiermuth. And he is going to have a Steeler first down. All smiles on that sideline. That should be the one to do it. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. And the knee is taken for the Steelers out of the victory formation. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly. Yeah, it's fun to kneel down in front of your home crowd, but when you go out on the road, that band of brothers attitude, right, just us against the world, and get it done, how happy are they?
I remember a coach at a previous stop telling me, you get a win on the road, doesn't matter the opponent, get out of there like you stole something. And they did in this one. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but, boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And, partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Pittsburgh, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will head back home next week.